Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Alex with Finite to Freedom. We had a few technical issues about going live, but we have resolved it right now. So, I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday so far and is ready for this big week. We've got a few news coming ahead, and it's Nvda reporting the earnings on Wednesday. That's the big news, but I've got some other news to cover as well. So let's jump straight away into our main screen. There is our guy. It's opening the doors for us. And there we go. So I'm going to test a little bit the sound. I think that's okay so far. Let me put it a little bit further down. There we go. So, as we can see, I'm going to present you the news through Word. It took me a little bit while, but we're here. So as you can see, Supermicro Lambda expand AI infrastructure with Nvidia Blackwell powered servers. Lambda deployed Supermicro's Nvidia powered servers to expand AI infrastructure to deliver high performance computing. Big Tech's $400 billion AI spent through 2026 fuels demand for Supermicro and Nvidia's advanced data center solutions. Now, if you can see here a little bit, the price for Nvidia, it has been up 2%, almost, it keeps going up and down. So I think this is great for Nvidia before the earnings, but don't get too excited, right? Be mindful, gather the evidence and gather the facts that you need before you invest such a high price right now, right? So let's jump back again. Let me see a little bit the chat as well and welcome everyone. 2 seconds, bear with me, guys. Before you... Right, we are here. So, Savage Faith Creations is with us on the live. Thank you so much, Stacy, for all your support. She's doing a fantastic job, and we've got a bit of a surprise soon. Stacy's basically waiting for me for this, and yes, happy to have you here, Stacy, and drive safe, please. So, Supermicro SMCI announced on Monday that Lambda has deployed its extensive lineup of GPU-optimized servers, including Nvidia Blackwell-based systems, to expand AI infrastructure and deliver high-performance compute solutions to customers. That has helped, only by reading these guys, I think that has helped a lot with the price for Nvidia, as it's great news, right? So I'm going to leave the earbud now because we don't need it. I think we have managed to come to solutions and resolve every kind of technical issue that we had. So the collaboration launched in June at Cologic's call for Scalogic's SM data center in Columbus, Ohio, gives the Midwest region enterprise-grade access to next-generation AI capabilities. To meet surging demand, Lambda integrated a range of Supermicro systems, including SYS-A21GE-NBRT with NVIDIA HGX B200. Also, the SYS-821GE with NVIDIA HGX H200 and the SYS-221HE-TNR. So all these, all powered by Intel Xeon scalable processors. So all these are actually a good news towards Nvidia and Intel, right? Although we can see Intel, it's down 0.92% today. We have seen the highest that it went today, it was on the pre-market and it reached to $25.63. Now, I haven't invested into Intel because the price was really high comparing to before when it was trading between $18 and $19, even $17, right? And that's, I think it was a few months ago. So, let me just reply to our chat. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much. And now, it's going to be a lot of news. We're going to try to cover all of them. The center price of the deployment in Supermicro's AI supercluster with Nvda GB200 and GB300 NVL72 racks designed to handle massive AI training and inference workloads. By only the AI training, I think that's really great news, because now we are talking for loads of months now about AI. We have seen Nvidia, they had with, I think, Arabs countries, they had like investing in it. So I think they believe a lot into what Nvidia can produce and deliver. Now, about the deliver, there's going to be a question mark. We're going to talk about it in a few minutes. So, this expansion enabled Lambda to bring online a large-scale AI factory, roll out energy-efficient servers with advanced cooling, and accelerate the deployment of next-generation AI accelerators. Right? So they are always thinking ahead, right? Just because a project is coming to an end, that doesn't mean that they haven't prepared the next project, right? And that's making these companies really, really great companies, because they never like the comfortability, right? So they don't stop. And AI adoption across industries fuels demand for advanced infrastructure as organizations seek greater efficiency, innovation, and data processing capabilities. Now, Microsoft, Meta Platforms, Alphabet, and Apple plan to spend over $400 billion on AI infrastructure by 2026, creating an unprecedented growth opportunity for suppliers such as Supermicro and Nvidia. Now you can see really big companies are coming together and they are making this great opportunity for Nvidia and Supermicro, but especially for Nvidia, that's huge news, right? So I really am excited, even that I haven't invested right now currently into Nvidia. I really want to see how they are going to perform on the earnings call, which we are going to cover it on Wednesday after market. So be prepared and always be mindful with where you invest, right? Because literally, guys, we have seen it in the past. Nvidia has done a great job on the earnings. They had even more profits, and we are talking about billions of dollars profits, right, from what they were expected, and the market still went down, right? Common sense, if we want to say that. People are selling, they are taking profits, the insiders, the hedge fund managers, the retail investors, right? But we can't know much as the insiders, right? And that's why I will always say that we cannot be 100% sure. So, welcome Walker, welcome mate, and you're waiting on Nvidia. That's going to be on Wednesday. The earnings, we're going to cover it on online. I'm going to send them the application so we can jump into the call, and hopefully we can bring it here. So Yes, absolutely. Do not jump in right now. And this is not financial advice. This is just a friendly advice that Nvidia is really high at this point, right? It's already like $181.36, 1.9% up. So, yeah, I mean, if you remember on the previous lives, I've said if someone is telling you to buy, tell them to put their money first and buy themselves, right? And that shows that I haven't done it, and that shows that I'm not even saying that, oh, go buy or anything like that. I'm not doing that. I don't think that's I want to keep my ethics and my morals, so I'm not going to do that. I'm only here to present news. So coming up next, Nvidia's Jetson Thor robot offering now available, company says, and that comes from Nvidia. So Nvidia said its Blackwell-powered Jetson AGX Thor developer kit and production modules are now generally available as the company looks to robotics to boost growth, right? So I'm going to a little bit here on the phone. That's good. And the developer kit, which cost $3,499, is powered by an Nvidia Blackwell GPU and comes with 128GB of memory to help robotic companies run the latest artificial intelligence models, right? That's huge news for Nvidia right now. They are giving us a lot of good information before earnings, right? My question is why? Is that, are they trying to help us, or are they trying to drive the market up, right? This is what I'm questioning, right? You don't have to listen on that. You have your own judgment. So it offers up to 7.5 times higher AI compute and 3.5 times greater energy efficiency than its predecessor, the Nvidia Jetson Orin, the company added. Now, further down below, there is a statement by the CEO, Jensen Huang, the Nvidia founder, and he says, "We've built Jetson Thor for the millions of developers working on robotic systems that interact with and increasingly shape the physical world. With unmatched performance and energy efficiency and the ability to run multiple generative AI models at the edge, Jetson Thor is the ultimate supercomputer to drive the age of physical AI and general robotics." I think this is great. I don't have to analyze anything that he said. I think it's spot on, and it's massive news for the company. So companies that have incorporated robotics into their offerings, such as Figure, Amazon, and Caterpillar. I personally know Amazon and Caterpillar. I'm going to do a little bit of further research on the Figure and see what they are about, right? So have already infused Nvidia's Jetson Thor into their offerings. So now we're going into our next subject, again about Nvidia. You will see that I'm basically focusing a lot on Nvidia today, and I'm going to go through, as the title says, Elon lawsuit against Apple and Bbai AI's new partnership, which I think is really great. It's massive news for Bbai AI. So there is a big title over here with a big question mark, and Nvidia near key level as analysts raise the bar ahead of earnings. Is Nvidia a buy or sell now? I'm not here to give an answer on that. That's just a question, right? Personally, I haven't bought it. It's really high at this moment. I'm waiting after the market, how it's going to perform on Wednesday with the earnings, and then if I see an opportunity before, after BBAI gives me the profit that I'm looking for, then I will have a look and buy back again. But having said that, I'm going to bring you here a little bit the Nvidia technical analysis that I have done. And as you can see, right, this is a really nice green bullish signal, right? We went below the support level at $175, which was, we broke it, and the lowest, it was $171.55, and that was on Friday. We covered it on the previous video that I presented you the technical analysis for Nvda, Apple, and AMD, and this is how Jerome Powell affected the market with a positive news about having rate cuts possibly. There is a big percentage on that to happen on September. So now we can see Nvidia bouncing back from breaking below the support level, and it's almost touching the resistance. What I'm expecting to see is if we break above the resistance at $182, if we manage to go and test the target, which is 185.07, or if we break above this target and go for the all-time highs, and then I will have a target of $200 or 210. And I think when I said I see Nvidia, for example, at $180, $185 before September, that happened end of July, right? It had almost touched the target. So I took it as a signal that it tested it, didn't like it, and then came back, right? So then when you see this white line, it's our bullish momentum from April, and we kept going up and up and up and up. But when we broke it, and I gave the signal that Friday is going to be, where is Friday? Let me see, Friday, there you go. That's the red candle over there. I said that Friday was a really big part of my technical analysis, that I wanted to see what's going to happen. So Friday we made a red candle, but then Monday we were bouncing up and down to this white line and the resistance, right? And then we came on Tuesday, breaking below, testing the resistance again for another time, and breaking below the white line as well. So we broke the bullish momentum, and right now we are a little bit sideways. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen with Nvidia. So there you go. My technical analysis for Nvidia, for example, currently is, if it tests the 182, there are two perspectives. Either it's going to go down, and we're gonna break again the support level for, I've lost counting, to be honest, for 6th time, right? And this is very unusual, by the way. So if it breaks below, then I will anticipate the $162 and $55 and even the 150s levels. But if, for example, it breaks above the resistance, then we are going for all-time highs. And that's the end of the technical analysis. So you are going to judge on your own if it is a buy or a sell. I gave you my perspective, I gave you the information, as many as I could, and we're going to continue further below. So Nvidia hovered near a key level to start its earnings week. Is Nvidia stock a buy or sell now? I'm not going to give an answer. I've already expressed my opinion. So the sales outlook for its China H20 chip. What is a chip? It's a CPU. But what is a CPU, Alex? It's a center processing unit, right? Everything you need to run your computer, it needs a chip. Even graphic cards, they have a chip inside, from what I know. So these chips are connected to the motherboard, and the motherboard, imagine it, the simple way that I can talk about it is just a placket that it has the CPU, it has all these USB connections, it connects everything, right? So in my mind, when I was learning about computers, I had it as CPU is the center processing unit. Perfect. That's our brain. Now, motherboard. What is motherboard? Our body. What is graphic cards? Our eyes, our hearing. You know, everything is so beautiful, designed, and is connected with human nature. So doctors, for example, with car mechanics, it's the same situation. The engine is the heart of the car. The car is the body, right? And so and so and so. So, the China H20 chip will be in focus when the company reports its second quarter results on Wednesday. But remember now when I said in a few minutes we're going to talk about the question. And we're coming to that. Late Thursday, the information reported that Nvidia had ordered component makers of its China chip to stop production. And I've got here. We're going to go there. So, Stacy, my Nvidia has done well for the small amount I have. I like it. That's brilliant. I love to hear that. If you don't mind, you can share at what price you bought, and all the best of luck to you on Wednesday. We are going to cover it on live, so hopefully we can have you here. So Nimisha is here while she's working. Oh, much appreciated, Nimisha. Appreciate you guys, honestly. Your support is making me heading towards the right direction. So I really love to have you here. So really good news. Well done, Stacy. And you know, I'm a big fan of Nvidia, so that's I feel you right now. To stop production, right? This comes after the Cyberspace Administration of China had asked Nvidia in July to explain if its chips could be tracked or shut down remotely. That's a beautiful question, right? From this Cyberspace Administration of China, they made the perfect question. Before you buy something, you want to know as much as you can, right? You want to answer your questions. So on Friday, Chief Executive Jensen Huang said the chips do not have such capabilities, and the New York Times and others reported. Now further, the artificial intelligence chip Behemoth may also be working on a new chip for China that may be more powerful than the H20, Reuters reported last week. I'm going to discuss what is the H20 chip, and we can have like some clarity over there. Now, Nvidia stock undercut its 21-day moving average last week and traded near that level on Monday after a strong performance on Friday. So also, I want to make a little bit here an exception. Savage Faith Creations is our Merc sponsor. Make sure, guys, you go on the description down below the video and you click on her website. I think she's doing an amazing job, and I can't wait for our apparel, and I'm really excited to start wearing them on the lives. And having said that, when we go to phase 2 and phase 3, you are going to see what I mean. I'm going to leave it there. So, Nvidia's China revenue deal. Investors recently began reacting to Nvidia's deal that secured a license to sell its H20 AI chips in China. But in exchange, the company will give 15% of its revenue from chip sales in China to the United States government. I think from my understanding, from the conversation I've heard, from the conversation I've attended, the videos I've seen, the Donald Trump speeches and everything, I think he has done a really business deal there. So he could go and say, you know what, I'm going to put so many tariffs on China, and then Nvidia and Intel would pay massive amount of percent. But he was smart in that, and he said, give me 15% of your revenue, right, from your chip sales to China, in China, and we'll be good. So that's a huge deal over there. I love it. I love it. From a business perspective, right? Again, I'm not a Trump fan, I'm not a hater. So I just have to see the evidence and the facts. So, on the below, we are far beyond uncharted waters. We are in an uncharted universe. Jacobson said, not in the State Department, apologies there is an H missing. So nothing the State Department is able to charge export license fees related to defense technology, but the fees are not based on earned revenue. A fee arrangement such as Nvidia's may run counter to a statute at the Bureau of Industry and Security, an agency that manages export controls. Aisha Hussein, a former BIS senior advisor, told Barron's. Advanced Micro Devices, now we're going to AMD now for a little bit, also struck a revenue agreement with the Trump administration. I gotta go back a little bit to what I said before. It was AMD and Nvidia, apologies, not Intel. Intel has a different deal. But why AMD did the same thing with Nvidia? Why did they accept? Because they have seen where the company is heading towards. They have seen or predicted through facts and evidence where AMD can be, what the profits, right, in the near future. So I think they've taken the opportunity, and well done to both companies, right? And as we know, the CEO from AMD and CEO from Nvidia, they're related, right? This is awesome. Same kind of technology, CPUs, GPUs, and now they're kind of like they've got this healthy challenge between them, and I love it. So earlier, President Donald Trump threatened 100% tariffs on semiconductor chips, but said he would exempt companies that were making chips in the United States, or were planning to do so. You see why I believe it's a great deal, and they're taking the opportunity, because they could have got the 100%. That's off their profits, right? So 15% is way much better. So now, shares of Nvidia rose as Taiwan Semiconductor (TSM) soared. Taiwan Semiconductor, a key supplier to Nvidia, has been expanding its US domestic chip production and has a chip plant in Arizona. We are going to bring another video talking about the Taiwan Semiconductor, which is TSM, and we are going to provide a few details on what they are doing with Nvidia and how much help and benefit is that towards Nvidia. So, Nvidia shares recently touched an all-time high of $183.88, and the stock rallied after trade talks between the United States and China resumed. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said there were the makings of a deal with China. I've seen it, I've seen the post, I've seen the news, and there's no lie over there. So, right now, we've got Nvidia stock. China chips gets go ahead. Nvidia placed an order for 300,000 H20 chips with Taiwan Semiconductor, adding to an existing inventory of 600,000 up to 700,000 chips. This is a massive production, and I know we can read the numbers, but if you try to think about it, this is massive production, guys. Imagine yourself, right, having a company like that and trying to build so many chips and deliver them. It's not only about production, it's about delivering them without delays, without everything, right? So everything plays a big part into the earnings call, which I'm expecting to hear a few things about the H20 chips, the delays, and even the stop that we heard above. Now, Reuters reported in late July, citing unnamed sources, in 2024, Nvidia sold around 1 million H20 chips, the report said, citing search firm Semi-Analysis. Now, we're going into the good news, right? We're going into a bit deeper. So China warns against Nvidia H20 chips. Here's why that won't stop the AI leader. Has it stopped it? Do you see that Nvidia is stopped progressing or anything like that? It's up. It can be down tomorrow. It can be down before the earnings, or it can be down after the earnings, right? Let's see on our next live and see how they are going to do. So, Nvidia is not heavily dependent on the H20 to drive its company or stock to greater growth. That's true. That's facts. Nvidia received, I need to delete the 1.65% because the 1.65% because that was when I was writing it and I was putting the percentage of how much up it has been. So Nvidia received a shock on Friday after the Chinese government told its tech companies to stop using the company's H20 chips. Now we've got Jerome Powell giving a positive kind of like speech, and then you have China, the government, the Chinese government, telling to stop. Like, if I was into Nvidia, I would be like, okay, what is going on here, right? So let it be both good news, right? Don't do that. So just a joke over there. So the Chinese government appeared to make this decision in response to statements made by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick regarding China's use of American technology. Indeed, Nvidia and most other American companies have wanted to capitalize on China's growth given the country's population of 1.4 billion. However, investors seem to have remained bullish on the stock, and the news might not be as negative for the artificial intelligence AI stock as some might assume. And here's the why. Let's break down a little bit the why. What prompted China to ban Nvidia H20 chips? China's animosity toward Nvidia started when Lutnick made some controversial statements about China. Speaking with CNBC, Lutnick stated that Chinese companies would only get Nvidia's fourth best chip, right? He further noted he wants to sell the Chinese enough that they get addicted to the American technology stack. Now, let me pause it a little bit over there. If anybody wants to call in, let me know on the chat, guys, and I will add you onto the Discord, which we've got the live calls. I add straight away the names, and you can be part of our live show and have a little bit of debate as well as we are reading. And there's another live video coming for XRP. Just to let you know. So, Chinese authorities called the statement insulting, in brackets, right? Although China has worked to transition away from American technology for some time, the country now seems determined to hasten these efforts. Thus, its government asked its regulators to find ways to move Chinese companies away from Nvidia's H20 chips. Despite this news, Nvidia stock rose in Friday trading. We're going to hear it all over again and over again and over again about Friday. Yeah. We already know Jerome Powell gave the speech. We've covered that. So we are going to see it. Admittedly, that is likely because the Nasdaq Composite Index rose nearly 1.9% during the trading day, as Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell strongly indicated that the Fed will cut interest rates beginning at its September meeting next month. Nvidia stock modestly trailed this performance with a 1.7% gain, but the lack of an adverse reaction indicates investors that took this news in stride. And now a little bit from me. What is the H20 chip though? Nvidia developed the H20 chip, a less powerful version of its AI processing units specifically for export to China. Why did they do that? Why do you build something with less power, right? A less powerful version on the AI sector, right? But it says specifically for export to China. So you build something less powerful, you're selling it, you get some profit, and you move on, right? It should have a plan. So that plan stalled when the Trump administration tightened export licensing requirements in April. That's about Nvidia, guys. We're going to go again back, and I'm going to show you this one. And I hope this is covering a lot. I know there is a lot of information right there, and I know that it looks like I'm just reading, but I've read it, I've wrote it, and I'm just presenting it to you guys. So Nvidia has asked Amkor Technology and Samsung Electronics to pause H20 related production, the information said. The information is like CNBC and all this, right? Just so we can know. A separate report from Reuters said that Nvidia had asked Foxconn to suspend work related to the H20s. The directive comes weeks after the Chinese government reportedly told local tech companies to stop buying the chips due to alleged security concerns. Okay, and that's coming on Friday, and this week we've got the earnings from Nvidia. So 3 days before the earnings, Chinese government said stop production, stop not production, stop buying the chips. There we go, that's the word. So Nvidia has asked some of its component suppliers to stop production related to its made for China H20 graphics processing units. That's what GPU is, graphics processing units, as Beijing cracks down on the American chip darling. The information reported Friday. So I'm not going to go through all that because we have talked about it. I'm only going to read this one. So Nvidia has reportedly asked Arizona-based Amkor Technology, which handles the advanced packaging of the company's H20 chips, and South Korea's Samsung Electronics, which supplies memory for them, to hold production. I'm just going a little bit on that because it explains what Amkor Technology does and what part in the whole situation Samsung Electronics have. So Samsung and Amkor did not immediately respond to CNBC's request for comment. That's about Nvidia, and you will see I've got eToro as well, right? Any kind of platform I can invest, I'm investing. So coming up next, we're going to discuss about Big Bear AI partners with Washington Commanders in multi-year deal. So let's go a little bit back to our chat and see what our guys are saying. So Nvidia market cap and success dominance is projecting a false impression of the stock market health. That's from Nimisha. I think I couldn't have explained it more. Nimisha, you are saying Nvidia market cap, which is almost 50 trillion. The first company that actually has done that. It's the most valuable now company and the most expensive actually. Not expensive, I wouldn't say expensive. I'm taking this back. The most valuable company, let's just say that. And success dominance is projecting a false impression of the stock market health. But why do you think that? Why? Let me know, why do you think that is projecting a false impression of the stock market health? Because I want to add right now that, again, Wall Street is waiting for Nvidia report. Again, we have seen Nvidia dragging the market up on the last report, right? So I'm going to wait for Nimisha when I can see the comment, and we're going to go further on Big Bear AI. Now, Big Bear AI, there was a little bit of question if they lose a partnership, where is going to go. But I think we gained a partnership, and that's brilliant, with the Washington Commanders, and it's a multi-year deal. Now, Big Bear AI Holdings Incorporation is one of the trending AI stocks on Wall Street. On August 20th, the company announced that it has entered a multi-year partnership with the Washington Commanders, under which Big Bear AI will become the naming rights partner for the Commanders training facility in Ashburn, Virginia. I want to point that out that Big Bear AI, the earnings was a little bit of a disaster. They missed by 65 cents, and right now we're expecting the next earnings, which is going to be, instead of a minus 6 cents, they are predicting a minus 7 cents. But they bounce back up fast. Not totally, but I would say by they were down from 740, they reached into 479, I would say by 231, right? So they were down $2.31, and they bounced back up almost 50%. Now we can see Big Bear AI is at $5.36. I've got 240 shares, and I'm okay with that. The total return is minus $33.77, which is 2.55%. I'm in total on BBAI as the returns. That can change instantly, in a day, in a minute, in an hour, in a month. It can change. So I'm okay with it. If it goes down and I've got more money, I will invest more and buy lower. From all my investments, from all my positions, I've managed to actually place myself with perfection 2 times out of hundreds or even thousands, right? So you can see that you can't market the time. So back on the news, and yeah, the facility is now named the Big Bear AI Performance Center. Now, Nimisha, I have the comment. It came on, and other sectors are not doing as well. AI stocks are dominating. Of course, absolutely. And I want to point that out, that how the market is performing, it doesn't mean anything at all that this is the reality of the economy of the United States, right? The core CPI, the core PPI, the unemployment rates, unemployment claims, everything like that. This is how we learn, right? And Nimisha asked us to do a little bit of more research about the economy of the United States and bring it on a live and host here to talk about it. So we are going to do it during the week, during the weekend, so possibly Saturday, if Nimisha is free and she can be on the live. If not, I'm going to delay it until she can make it, because I really want to hear her opinions on experience. Now, I totally agree with you, Nimisha. So other sectors are not doing as well. AI stocks are dominating, absolutely. And it doesn't mean that they will always, right? The market is kind of like a scale that it goes up and down sideways, right? Nothing stays permanently up, nothing stays permanently on the sideways, nothing stays permanently on the down way, the going down, right? So Big Bear AI's brand will be showcased across the 5th floor suite level of the Northwest Stadium, as well as at suites entrances to the stadium, teams practice jerseys, and other key assets. I think this is a massive partnership for BBAI, and from what you can see, BBAI is still not going fast up, right? We gotta give them a little bit of time. There is a lot to discuss about BBAI and its technology, because it's not only the facial recognition. When I'm talking about BBAI, I emphasize a lot about the facial recognition, but I don't really discuss about the rest of the technology, which I should. And lesson learned again. Nimisha says it could be an A bubble. It could be. It could be. Absolutely, you're right. It could be. We can never know for sure for 100%, right? What I think, and this is how I can have a little bit of a thought, is that let's say, for example, Nvda jumps by the end of the year between $200 and $210, right? It can't go further up. It has to go down, right? I don't want to sound pessimistic or optimistic or anything, but to me, it's a little bit of a common sense that technology has to go a little bit down and then head back up stronger. That's how you carry on being strong. You have to go down a little bit, accumulate some money, some profits, and then bounce back with new projects and coming back stronger. So I hope that answers it. I agree as well with Nimisha, and yeah, we could have an AI bubble. We could, and that's why being mindful, gather as many information as you can, and invest smart. Do not go fully and say, "Oh, I'm going to buy that," right? I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm trying to have no feelings, no emotions while investing. And having said that, everyone can think that, not everyone can think. I'll rephrase it. I'll say it's a nice feeling when you see profits, right? But the real job, it comes when you see the red days, how you respond, how you react. If you don't respond and if you don't react, that's fine, because you are mindful, you are careful, you invest smart. If for example, I see my account like 10 grand up and I'm going to be like, oh, my day is 10 grand and I'm going to invest, right? Fast, that's when the mistakes happen. So I'm trying to not put feelings, emotions, whatever into it. Yes, don't mean to be pessimistic. Yeah, absolutely. No. I said it. I said it about me, Nimisha. I didn't want to sound pessimistic or optimistic. I'm neutral. When I produce videos, I'm kind of like neutral. When I like news, I'm always gonna say that. But yeah, that's totally fine. You express yourself. I agree, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about it. You are not. I think you are not. You are the least. Actually, you are not at all pessimistic, right? I've seen your vibe. I've seen your aura, and you've got that positive energy, and always with a smile on your face. And I think this is great. That's kind of like what we want, right? We want that energy. We want that energy with us, and so we can progress all together. So, the company will also explore additional opportunities to demonstrate its technology and expertise to enhance fun experiences. Now, yet, guys, nobody has informed me about wanting to be on the live call. So, at the minute you do that, I can bring you on the call. Now, this is the stadium, right? I love it. I'm a fan of baseball. I haven't played it because the situations haven't allowed me. In Greece, no one was playing baseball. In here, I haven't found any person so far. But if I go to USA, the first things that I'm going to do is basically have a breakfast. I love pancakes. Then play football and baseball, and especially basketball. So I'm just putting it out there that I'm a human being, guys. I'm just a normal guy, you know. I want to play my sports and everything. I want to have my breakfast and everything. You're very welcome, Nimisha. You're very welcome. So I actually cannot wait to visit the United States. It's been a dream since I was a really young kid, and I think as a country it has a lot of positive things, and as everyone else, We all have negative things, right? No one is perfect. No country is perfect. But I really want to see all these skyscrapers and get as many memories as I can. So, Big Bear AI Holdings Incorporation is an artificial intelligence specialist that provides decision intelligence solutions for national security, digital identity, supply chain and logistics, enterprise operations, and unmanned teaming in autonomous systems. That's a little bit of breakdown. What is BBAI? I've got my Pepsi as well. Who should I do a little bit of a poll there? Should I create a poll and say who likes? Let me see how I can do a poll. Create, start a poll. There we go. Who do you like, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? I love both, but I'm mainly into Pepsi. I think that's I don't know. I just like the taste. I like the Coca-Cola. Right, you have the chance to vote. I'm going to leave it open and let me see. So, oh, thank you so much, Stacy. Tell him that I'm really grateful. I think it's going to be a really fun time there. Can't wait. So he will teach me baseball, and I can teach him basketball in case he doesn't know basketball. I think he plays. He's gonna be great in both sports. Like to drink or stocks? Like to drink or stocks? What do you mean on that? Oh, I like stocks. I don't like drinking. If we go into like, but yeah, I do not drink either. They are terrible for you. Don't get me wrong. I've been through Red Bulls, Monsters, all kinda Powerades, Lucozades, everything. But every now and then, I've got a little bit of a Pepsi. Even that I had 3 bottles in 3 weeks, in 3 days. Apologies, in 3 days. But yeah, yeah, I agree. So we're going now in other news. Elon Musk's companies sue Apple, OpenAI alleging anti-competitive scheme. Elon Musk's social media platform X and his artificial intelligence startup XAI filed a lawsuit on Monday against Apple and OpenAI, alleging these companies of anti-competitive scheme to thwart AI rivals. I need to search a little bit thwart if I pronounced that correctly. Let me know, guys, on the comments if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But what is it thwart? Thwart it mean? Oh, prevent someone from accomplishing something. Okay. A new word learned. See? There you go. I'm going to go to America and I will know every single word, you see. So, yeah. So, to thwart AI rivals. So, there we go. We've learned it. So, I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. It's the real thing. And Nimisha says Coke. I think everyone voted Coca-Cola. That's brilliant. But thank you so much, guys. Nimisha, I think you would be great into teaching people how to sing. I think you would be phenomenal. And then Stacy says, no, I mean the stocks or like the actual drinks, Pepsi and Coke. Oh, right. Sorry. Apologies. I didn't make that clear on the poll. No, yeah. If you like to drink Pepsi or Coca-Cola. For stocks, I would say I would put Pepsi. I would buy Pepsi for its dividend yield. And for those who don't know about what is dividend yield, I'm going to provide that on another video. But just in a small sentence, dividend yield is when you have an X amount of shares to this company, and they can pay you a percentage every month or every quarter, and so on and so on and so on. So I like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Coke has one of my favorite ad jingles. We all know that. Coca-Cola was a massive. They had a massive advertisement about Christmas, especially. I used to watch it when I was a kid. Loved it. But see, I've said it, guys. Nemesia has a really positive and loving vibe and aura, and so everyone else. Don't get me wrong, everyone else on our community, and that's what makes this community, this family, amazing. So the song is from an old Coke advertisement. That's Nemesia what it says. Oh, is that a song? I like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Is that a song? I see what you mean. Okay. I don't remember it. So, Stacy says, I need a neither button lol. I choose life. Absolutely, you're living the best. Honestly. Not, not death by soda. So, let's jump back again, and we'll come back to you guys on the chat. As soon as you post something, I will read it out. According to the lawsuit, Musk's companies allege that Apple and OpenAI have colluded to maintain a monopoly in the smartphone and generative AI markets. XAI and X also accuse Apple of deprioritizing other super apps and Gen-AI chatbot competitors such as XAI's Grok in its App Store rankings. I use Grok. I think it's fantastic. So yes, I will post it on Discord. You are too young, Alex. Yes. Yeah, I can't argue on that. Nimisha. Yeah. And Stacy, I'm going to DM you about what we talked about soon as I get the confirmation about about the address. So yeah. And how's I'm going to ask you on the DM. That's not a subject to discussing here right now. So, where were we? Okay, we read that. XAI, Apple, and OpenAI did not immediately respond to a Seeking Alpha request for comment. That's what they say. And now, unless the court enjoins Apple and OpenAI's unlawful conduct, defendants will continue to thwart competition, and their competitors, like plaintiffs, will continue to suffer the anti-competitive consequences, according to the complaint, which was filed in United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas. Now, Elon Musk earlier this month had threatened legal action against Apple, accusing it of antitrust violations over the App Store's rankings of Grok, the AI chatbot from his startup XAI. Apple is behaving in a manner that makes it impossible for any AI company besides OpenAI to reach number one in the App Store, which is an unequivocal, there you go, I never could pronounce this word, antitrust violation. XAI will take immediate legal action, Musk wrote in a post on a social media platform on his social media platform X. Coming up next is about AMD. Coming back to you guys, and I gotcha. I know. Much appreciated for all your support, honestly. And Nimisha says she posted it on our Discord general chit chat. Maybe you can play it here. I think if I play something here and it belongs to someone else, then we will be kind of violating the copyrights. So I don't want to do that. But I'm sure I'm going to read it, and I'm going to have a little bit further search on the copyrights, because there are so many songs that I want to play and bring on our lives. So so far I haven't seen. Let me put it there. Yes, I haven't seen anyone calling in, and yes, if anyone wants to call in, you can let me know again, guys. Just reminding, AMD says snapped 6-session losing streak. Advanced Micro Devices says it inched up on Friday after 6 consecutive sessions of fall. Apologies, of fall. The stock was up 2.5% at $167.78. Chip stocks were in the green on Friday after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell signaled the Fed will potentially cut rates in September if data warrants. Again, as I told you guys before, we will continue to receive this information here in many posts. So bear with me. Now, we are coming to the end of it, and I will discuss about it. I will close the newsletter, which AMD says lost 9.5% in the preceding 6 sessions. On a year-to-date basis, the semiconductor company advanced nearly 35% compared to the broader market, which rose by 8.3%. Now we are going to go a little bit into the stocks, how they are performing. Right now we are seeing Nvda bouncing back to $180.02, 180, there you go. So I'm going to have a little bit of there. So for today, I'm seeing it as a signal of retesting the $182, and then we could possibly go back. But having said that, if this candle in 3 minutes, when I started technical analysis after the live stream, if I see it that it indicates as a bullish signal, I'm going to bring you the technical analysis as a new video and provide you the latest information about it. Now, Apple is going down. It's 0.2% down, and AMD, same situation, is down 2.59%. Big Bear AI is down as well. We are passing this low, and if we are going to do a lower high, then a higher low, actually, not a low high, a higher low, then things can change. Intel is down as well. Now Intel is 0.95% down, and I'm going to bring you a little bit here that I've got XRP. XRP is currently going down to $2.88. I invested, my average open is at 296. But having said that, guys, I'm going to bring a little bit the technical analysis for XRP and discuss a little bit what we want. As you can see here, that was the time when XRP started flying up, right? Started flying, actually. So we formed the all-time high, which is the $3.66. And if we take this price here with our lower high, yes, not lower high. If we take this signal again, with this latest green candle, right, we are going to see that possibly XRP is going to go further down and possibly close to the $2.73. Now, I've talked about it, I've said it many times that I'm still expecting the 273 at some point during this week. If it does, then we have to wait and see what is going to happen, because if it breaks below the $2.73, it could go further down to the $2.60 to the $2.47. So we'll have to wait and see. Do not go and buy like crazy. So be mindful and think about your hard work and money. Now, and I'm saying it, but I didn't invest a lot, so I still have another X amount of money. And if you want to know, £100, I will take it from possibly Robinhood, or possibly I'm not gonna do anything. That's the best solution for me, to be honest, right now. Not do anything at all. Just wait and see. Wait, patience, and it will. We will see after September, right? So now, in the other perspective, if XRP tests the 273, it could bounce back up and go bullish, or it could just retest these three levels here: the $3.02, the $2.94, and currently we're at $2.86. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Now let's bring it here. That's the end of the news, and we haven't got any any guests so far. So because we have another video coming aboard, and I need to prepare it, and let's see how's it going to be, right? Nimisha says, I don't drink Coke, Pepsi, or any soda. I remember when I was a kid, I liked Coke more than Pepsi. I mean, I think we all started from Coca-Cola, right? Kind of like Coca-Cola is the father and Pepsi is the son, but both companies have performed really, really well. And Pepsi is right now higher the price of the stock comparing to Coca-Cola, and higher the dividend. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. I hope everyone liked the news. I hope they have presented you a little bit of transparency, had clarity and stuff. So now what we are going to do, over here in the corner, you will see Savage Faith Creations. It's our merch sponsor. So if you want to click on the site, on her website, and check her amazing work, it's going to be a link down below on the video, on the description, where you can click it. It will open you a new window, and you can actually have a look on what you like, and maybe you will create something with her, right? I mean, I'm ready to create loads of things, don't get me wrong, so I believe you will do as well. She's doing a really fantastic job, and the logos, you can provide her any logo and she will make it happen in anything, right? Like you can see, like right now, my glass where I drink the Pepsi is just nothing, right? Just a glass. But I'm going to enjoy having my own one for water, for Pepsi, for any kind of drink, right? I will enjoy it, and that's the beauty of it, and that's how amazing Savage Faith Creations is. So you can print the logo into anything: t-shirt, caps, hoodies, joggers, glass of water, bags, anything. It's awesome, honestly. So now, hit the subscription button down below, guys. Turn on the notifications so you can actually receive all the latest notifications from us when a video is uploaded or when we are going live. And also, it will be much appreciated because you are helping us to grow and spread lots of greatness out there. I think we're going to do really, really good job, amazing job actually. And then if you'd like to hit the like button to help us with another way, if we reach to 100 likes, then YouTube is going to suggest us into a wider audience, and then more people will come aboard, and then we're going to have more debates, more opinions, more experiences, and lots of other things, right? So together, I think we're going to do fantastic. Now, I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed the live stream. We are coming back in a few minutes or an hour for our next subject, which is, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say about XRP. And if you would love to be part of it, make sure you subscribe, and then you will receive the notification about we are live. So then you can jump in and be with us. So, Nimisha, Stacy, Walker, everyone who has been part of this show, really much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. I'm really excited and really waiting to see you to our next video that is coming soon. Now, if you have missed our latest video, it's going to be over here, and over here is going to be our playlist where you can see all our videos or all our videos. The lives are going to a different style. So if you guys want me to show you this, it's right here. So when you go to when I go to my channel, so this is what you're going to see. So you are seeing this, that we are live currently, and then when you see videos, it will show you all our videos that we have made. Now, I want to pay a little bit of I want to put that out a little bit, that I started recently doing all these thumbnails, and it's been really great because I'm still new to all this, and you can see that it's way much better than all this, right? So the presentation is much better. We are progressing into the presentation, we are progressing into the lives, we are gonna progress about animations, we are going to progress on what news we're bringing, and we are going to progress together. Having said that, this is where the lives will appear when you want to see them, but this is about our channel. So over here you will see our logo from this channel, the F2F, which is finite to freedom, and you can actually drag your mouse, read a little bit about us. You will see there is a link about Robinhood. If you guys want to join Robinhood, as soon as you sign in using the link that I provide you, then look, and I'm going to say this, we both gain. If I only gained, I wouldn't even put it up over there. So if you want, you can open an eToro account, you can open a Bull account, you can open anything you want. But if you choose to open a Robinhood, this could help us as well, because we both going to receive free stocks. So if you open on your own a Robinhood account, you won't receive anything, but if you use this link, you will receive a free stock, and I will receive as well, and I will share it with you. So you will also see our Savage Faith Creations link, so you can click it over there, or you can click it on the description down below. So I'm going to leave you now with this. I think we covered everything. I think we covered as many news as we could. Honestly, it's a lot of work, guys, but I really don't mind. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy having all of you here, and I enjoy having this community and family with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you on our next live video, which is coming really soon, so stay tuned. So have a good night to those who it's late over there, and if you don't have time, totally understand, guys, but if you do decide to come to our next live, I will see you soon. Bye bye, take care of yourselves.